Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Invective Menace back here again with another Dokkan video, or you can just call me Invective. What's up, Budo? Today we're going to be talking about the next few banners that will be coming to global, and hopefully I'll be giving you some hints and tips, like maybe which banner you want to summon on, how good the units are, and my personal thoughts and opinions on what banners you should really summon on for the upcoming banners until the year 4 anniversary comes along. So the next banner that will be coming along on the global side of the game is most likely going to be the AGL Cooler banner. Now AGL Cooler is quite a really good unit, but we're just going to check out what's going to be on his banner and what will be available. Also, 4 of the banner units are currently available now on the Gogeta and the Broly banner. So that would be the Paragus Broly, the AGL Broly, the Wrathful one, the Tech God Ku, the Super Saiyan God Goku, and the Strength God version of Vegeta. They'll be all available from their general SSR pools later on, coming on to these next banners. So if you haven't pulled them, don't worry. Don't go too crazy on the summons. Just try and get the Broly and the Gogeta. If you don't get the other guys, that's perfectly fine, because they'll be available to you later on through these other banners, just through the SSR pools. But let's just go ahead and check out what's going to be coming out on this AGL Cooler banner. So on the AGL Cooler banner, the banner itself is actually really good. There'll be 2 brand new units coming along with the Cooler. That will be the Tech Super Saiyan Vegeta and the strength version of Piccolo will be coming along. Alongside with that banner will be also coming the Future Gohan, Jiren. Jiren's just amazing, and then physical Cooler and physical Frieza, which has an easy A. So I'd say overall this banner looks really good, because me personally myself, I didn't manage to pull myself a version of the physical Future Gohan. He isn't really that good of a leader, but he's just, me personally, I have that thing that if I don't get every single festival unit, it's just going to make me a bit sour not having it in my box. So I'm just one of those sort of people, I just kind of need it in my box. But anyways, he's not that good, but he's alright. But this banner itself is actually really good. Like, in terms of the units that are on it, the units are very good. Me, I've got personally, my Cooler is 100% done. Same with my Easy A Frieza, he's 100% done. So for me, the value in this banner would be with the AGL Cooler, the Vegeta, and the Piccolo. And honestly, there hasn't been any real good Piccolo units in the game. So let's just so this will be these are the featured units on the banner, and then you have the general featured I mean the normal SSR pool in the game. No LRs on this banner, but yeah, overall, other than that, you'll be getting so these are the featured units on the banner. So the featured units, yeah, you definitely, I'd say from this banner, what you'd want to go for is the Vegeta, the Piccolo, and the Cooler, and as well as the Jiren and the other Cooler. So the AGL Metal Cooler is definitely a great unit to go for. So let's go ahead and check him out. So let's see what he does. So he's part of the Most Malevolent Clan, and he gives one of the best category buffs for a category unit. So he gives 170% to all stats. So he gives Ki plus 3 and then 170% in HP, attack, and defense, which is amazing, really good. And then on top of that, he gives extreme types Ki plus 3, HP, attack, and defense, 90% for extreme AGL. His super attack is the lock-on buster, and then he causes immense damage to enemy and lowers attack and defense. So his passive skill is attack and defense plus 80% at the start of turn, which means immediately as the turn begins, he's already got that attack and defense buff to his stats. You know, and at the start of the turn is a great buff to have. So, and then he gets plus an additional 10% attack with each attack received, up to 70%. So he can get an attack of 150% after he's received 7 attacks. And then after, if he's taken damage or if he's received any attacks at the end of that phase, with the turn that he was on, he'll recover 77% HP. So that's amazing. So not only does he gain attack, and he has an attack and defense buff, but he also recovers HP. And then also his core appears when HP is 50% or below once only. So he has a transformation mechanic, like a giant form mechanic. So he transforms into this Biggetti Star Metal Cooler. So yeah, the thing is with transform units, as long as you have abilities and parts open inside his hidden potential system, they have a chance to do criticals, additionals, and dodges as well. So yeah, this is what he turns into after he transforms. His stats are really decent as well. He gets max HP of 14,000, max attack of 15,000, really good defense at 12,525. That defense is really solid stats. So I'd say overall this guy is an amazing unit. And not just that, but he belongs to 5 category teams. So currently the teams available on global are Movie Bosses, Giant Form, and Resurrected Warriors. So the new category that he'll be bringing is Most Malevolent Clan, and artificial life forms that won't be released until the second part of the year 4 celebration. So that's going to be a while from us at global side. So yeah, this unit is actually amazing. So just to give him, getting that attack and defense buff is amazing. So alongside with him will be some story events and things to do. So also there are the 2 other units that'll be coming along with this Metal Cooler, AGO Metal Cooler banner, and that's the Super Saiyan Vegeta. And this Super Saiyan Vegeta looks quite amazing himself. He gives he's a leader for he's a tech type nuking leader, so he gives himself, it's honestly not too relevant. I mean, if you've got the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, he's a leader as well. So that's if you want to do the new punching machine stages. But yeah, you can use this guy as one of those leaders. But what I'm very interested about is his passive. Not just that, but his super attack. So he has a supreme damage with high chance to stun the enemy. Stunning units aren't that good, but they're still relevant. You can use them in Super Battle Road, and you can use it in the early stages of Dokkan Battlefield. I think you can even use them. They're pretty useful on the beginning stages of Extreme Z Awakening events, but other than that, stunning isn't too important in the game. But what I'm very interested about is his passive skill, which is it's called Nothing's Impossible. Attack and defense plus 100%, plus an additional key plus 2 and attack plus 20% when HP is 80% or below. And the weaker he gets, the lower his HP gets. So once his HP is 50% or below, he gets himself another additional key plus 2 and attack plus 50%. So if your HP is under 50%, he's going to give himself 170% and key plus 4 to his stats. But the thing is, that's most likely that won't really be happening. The only place where that's going to be really effective is in yeah, I'd say Super Battle Road. Other than that, it's not really going to happen too much. His stats are looking decent. Max HP of 13,433. That's alright. His attack is at 14,311. That's pretty good. And his defense at 8,868, which is alright. It's decent. And his links are pretty good as well. So he has Prepared for Battle, which is one of the main links. Royal Lineage, which is another key link, very typical link. So Saiyan Pride, Prodigy, Super Saiyan. These 2 links, Prodigies and Saiyan Pride, they're typical links on Vegeta units, and Super Saiyan is just a standard link. Same with Fierce Battle. So he's got good links, and then he belongs to the Pure Saiyans and Movie Heroes category at the moment. That's what he'll be on. Vegeta's lineage will come along with Super Saiyan AGL, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So yeah, and you can farm his super attack as well from the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta event. So yeah, overall I'd say he's a pretty solid unit. And what's his key multiplier? 140%. So that's not bad. He's a pretty good unit. He's got a solid attack and defense buff. So I'd definitely say this is one of the units you want to grab as well. I'd say he's very similar to maybe the Super Saiyan God Vegeta that's come out. Just yeah, he seems like he stuns, he has attack and defense plus 100%, gives himself key. So he's very similar to the Super Saiyan God Vegeta that's come out, because he does a similar thing. So let's also check out this Piccolo. So this is a new Piccolo that's coming to the game. Currently in the game, there's not really many Piccolos that you want to use. LR Piccolo isn't that good of a unit, and I'd say personally, I want them to bring a new Piccolo to the game, a strong Piccolo, and it seems like this Piccolo might be one of them. He's an attack all unit, so you might want to use him in the world tournaments. I'd say he'd be good for Super Battle Road as well. He's a new unit for the Namekians category, but the problem is there's so many Piccolos already. And the Namekians category, they need to kind of get some new Namekian units in the game. There are those 2 Namekians from the Tournament of Power, which I think they should bring into the game from Universe 6. So those two Namekians, they were really strong, especially in the tournament power. So I'm thinking they should bring those. That would be helpful. But this guy's quite amazing himself. So he does supreme damage to all enemies with a chance to stun them. So he's another stunner as well. Stunning, he has a chance, so that's a 50% chance. So, and then he gives himself attack and defense plus 100%, which is great. And then plus an additional key plus 6 and attack and defense plus 30% when facing 2 or more enemies. So in the World Tournament and in Super Battle Road, that will always be a thing. So giving himself the additional attack and defense of 30%, which is great. That'll give him. So yeah, the key plus 6 is there just so that he can consistently super attack. Because honestly, within his links, he does not have any key links. The only key link he has is Gaze of Respect, and Gaze of Respect is a link that's mainly it activates with it when it's him and Gohan. There's only a few units in the game that have Gaze of Respect. Other than that, he has a whole bunch of attack links, so you can really bump up his attack. So let's see, Z Fighters 15, Experienced Fighters, that's 10, 25, 30, 45. You can give him you can get about 60% attack just from his links, but that's if you can activate his links. But these are very common links. Experienced Fighters, Prodigies, you can activate that with Vegeta's, with Goku's. Fierce Battle is a very common link as well. Brainiacs, you can activate that with Gohan. So yeah, there's some pretty decent links there, and you can raise his super attack from any other Piccolo in the game. So yeah, and his stats are decent as well. He's got really good HP and defense. Attack stat is alright. So 14,000 on HP, 13,000 in attack, that's alright. And defense 9,000, that's solid. So yeah, he looks like a very solid unit as well. So it's about time we have a few more stronger Piccolos in the game. I really think that within the Dragon Ball Super show itself, they need to do a bit more with Piccolo. Piccolo really needs to come out. So yeah, because he's just one of those units. He's very overlooked. So the next banner that will be coming to Global after the AGL Cooler banner is the Int Goku Black. So he's quite an interesting unit. The banner is amazing. This banner, if you want to summon and if you want to save stones, this is a solid banner to summon. Because with the Cooler banner, the main units you have there are the Jiren, the other Cooler, AGL Cooler, and these two new units. The physical Gohan, he's interesting, but he's not really what you want to summon for. Oh, over here on this banner, you have the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, solid unit. You've got the Inter Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, very solid unit. STR Rose is an amazing unit. Really good, especially if you're doing the World Tournament or even Super Battle Road. He links perfectly. He's great with Broly, and he's great with the LR Goku Black and Zamasu. So the Goku Black units and Zamasu units themselves, they link perfectly with each other. So this banner is stacked with 4 great units here, and on top of that you have the EZA Texel. He's an amazing unit. The only 2 units that aren't that good on this banner is the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and the Int Rage Trunks. The Int Rage Trunks, I'm hoping that they give this guy an Extreme Z Awakening soon, but there's no news about him getting an Extreme Z Awakening even on the JP side of the game. So I don't know what they need to introduce, like a new Rage Trunks or something in the game, because he's one of my favorite characters, but the problem is he hasn't got any new versions, so they really need to bring a new one out in this game. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, he's a solid unit, but the problem is you'd rather use the Evolution Blue Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta because they have the same name, so you have to pick and choose between which one you're going to use. So which one are you really going to use? Are you going to use the Category Evolution Blue Vegeta, or are you going to use this guy? So for Super Int, yeah, he'd be great on the team. These 3 units are great on the team, but I'd say he's definitely not what you want to get. But overall, this banner seems amazing. The unit himself, let's have a look at the unit, because the banner is amazing, but the unit itself, let's see how good he is. So this is Magnificent Beauty Goku Black. So he gives Time Travelers category key plus 3 HP attack and defense 150%. Currently on Global, we have a Time Travelers category unit leader, which is the LR Trunks and Mai. So those guys give 130% to the category. So the category itself is quite interesting, but I'm more interested in this unit itself, like how valuable this unit is compared to the Cooler. Because I know the Cooler is much better unit in terms of everything the cooler does to begin with. They give this guy a few turns and he starts ramping up. But the problem is these days the events and everything that you do is so short that you don't really have time to see the maximum potential of units like this that build up their passive over time. Because this guy, he greatly. So let's check him out. He does obviously he does the key plus 3 at HP attack and it's 150% for time travelers, and then gives extreme int types key plus 3 HP attack and defense plus 90%, which is good for Dokkan Battlefield. So obviously that's great. So and then he greatly raises defense. This is stacking. So he constantly raises defense every time. Greatly raises defense, that means 50% defense each time he does his super attack, which is amazing. And then his passive skill is the power of Saiyans and Gods. Attack plus 40% at the start of each turn up to 120%. Which is alright. I personally think that maybe they should have put that a bit higher. 120% just seems to be like it's a standard thing for Dokkan Festival exclusive units. So, but the problem is he only gets 40% at the start of each turn. So you need for him to come around 3 times for him to get his maximum stats. And then he has a chance to perform a critical hit plus 5% with each attack received. So if he receives like maybe receives 5 attacks, 6 attacks, he's going to get his full passive of a 40% chance to crit. So I'd probably give this guy 6 crit and 15 additional. Obviously you're stuck with the 5 dodge, but 5 dodge is amazing. I'd give dodge to most units. Do not give dodge to the new Gogeta that's come out. He does not need it. His passives gives him dodge. He doesn't need dodge. I'd say if anything, the new Gogeta, give him 6 crit or give him a bit higher on the critical, because on the first 4 turns before he transforms he has no chances to crit. So I'd say give him crit. But anyways, that's a different unit entirely. This guy has a chance to perform a critical hit, so I definitely give him additionals. So yeah, he's part of some amazing team. Realm of Gods, amazing team. Patora, amazing team. Future Saga is a decent team. Transformation Boost just came out, but the problem is barely anyone uses a Super Boo for the Transformation Boost team. I don't see anyone on my friend list with that character. So, but it's a really good team. Transformation Boost is a really good team. So that's another team. And then Time Travelers is a good team. And yeah, one of the main reasons why you'd really want this character is if you already have the LR Zamasu and Goku Black, and if you have the Strength Rose. If you have them, someone on this banner, definitely grab this unit. He's great. His stats are amazing. 17,970 for HP, really good. 16,040 for attack, really good. Defense 9,590, amazing. His stats are really good. So he also has a farmable super attack, and 12 key multipliers, 150%, which is good, which is really good. That's really good. And then he has a chance to transform once his HP is 80% or above from the 6th turn of battle, which is very unfortunate. 6th turn of battle, that's you're going to be done with most Dokkan events by 6 turns, because the amount of damage certain categories pull out, especially on the category that he's on, Patora, you'll be pretty much done with the entire battle by the 6th turn. So there's not many events in the game except for the Super Boo event where you can really see the transformed state. So his transformed state, he stays the same, greatly raises defense, but his attack goes to 150%, and he has a high chance to perform critical hit. And an extreme class allies key plus 3. They don't really need key plus 3. I mean, this guy has amazing links. Just check it out. Prepare for battle, dismal future, big bad bosses, fierce battle, nightmare, Kamehameha, Super Saiyan. Amazing link set, but the problem is attack plus 150% high chance. You get this after 6 turns, which is really and truly, you're going to be done with most fights by 6 turns. By 6 turns, you're going to be done with most fights. So yeah, I mean, this unit's amazing. High chance to perform a critical hit. So I greatly advise anyone that get dupes of this unit, definitely go all additional with this guy. Full out additional, definitely. Yeah, it's an amazing unit. And yeah, overall, I'd say this banner is amazing. Both banners are really good. But if I was to say to summon on a banner, which one you'd pick from, the better unit for the banner is definitely the AGL Cooler. The AGL Cooler, he's amazing in terms of the 2 units, but I'd definitely say if for your value and what you want to summon for, you definitely want to go for the Int Goku Black. He's amazing. But yeah, also I'm hoping that this Rage Trunks either gets it easier or we get a new Rage Trunks soon. Anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It was a bit of a long video, but I wanted to break down all the information, what new banners will be coming to the game and which one you should definitely summon for. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned to my channel. Definitely subscribe and like. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out, guys.